guest comedian won her first open mic contest. She is currently competing for the Comedian of the Year in Kansas City. This is also her second time spotlighting. Everyone get it together for Laurie Fank!
Years ago that I was going to change my career and find something that I could use my interest in. Now when you go onto the job search engine and you type in, I'm interested in naked people, it is amazing how fast all the jobs disappear. I was left with 3 choices. The first was a physician. That'd be kind of fun, they made nice money, but $200,000 in student loans didn't sound like a good idea to me. The second obvious choice was prostitution. Now, I was married for 17 years, so I have all the on-the-job training you could ever need for that one. And the third is massage therapy, which I thought that'd be pretty cool. Because, you know, I wouldn't make as much money as the doctors or the prostitutes, but at the end of the day, I didn't ever have to do this or stick my finger up anybody's butt. So to me, that was a win-win. Now, even though the 3 professions all share interest in naked people, I think that we should respect each other's boundaries and not have crossovers between the different professions. I have never, in the middle of a massage, said, Mr. Smith, your hamstring's nice and loose. Now let's go ahead and check out your prostate. But the prostitutes don't have that kind of respect. And I don't know if you guys have been seeing this, but apparently it's been really hot in Lawrence, Kansas, so they're taking it off the street and they're opening up little massage parlors. 2 weeks ago, they got busted. 172 used condoms in 1 trash can. Now, I like giving a mouth hug as much as the next person, but my God, her jaw had to hurt. And this is causing a lot of confusion for the real massage therapists. I had what I thought was a really sweet little senior citizen come in a few weeks ago. He came up to the door in his little walker, and I said, now Tom, you go into the back room, get undressed to your level of comfort, get underneath the sheets, and when you're ready, holler. Okay, I'm ready. I walk in, the blanket is on the floor, the sheets are at his feet, and he's laying there butt naked, face up. A couple things went through my head right away. Please God, I die tonight, do not let that be the last junk I ever see. But more importantly was, I am not charging enough money for this shit. So being the ultimate professional, I casually walked to the end of the table, picked up the sheets, walked backwards till I could see his nose, and dropped the sheets at his chin. And he said, well, I'm sorry. And I said, oh no, it's not a problem. But I only work on large muscles, so there's no reason to have that exposed at all. Now, I mentioned that I had gotten divorced after 17 years of marriage, and one of the first things that I really found interesting or intriguing when I re-entered the dating world was the whole concept of manscaping. Now, I truly do appreciate the whole trimming of the bush to make the tree look bigger. Because nobody wants that 70s bush popping out at you when things are starting to get a little bit busy down there, but I think somebody has taken it a little bit too far. I recently was told that the new thing is to completely shave a bald patch around your junk. Now, guys, I have to break it to you. The average American woman does not do deep throat, which would be the only courteous reason for shaving a bald patch. So if your lady does your lady? Oh. Porn star, good job. But if your lady can get all the way down there and she's not a porn star, chances are you got a little dick. And if you do have a little dick, no amount of manscaping is going to take a little smoky and turn it into a bra. Not gonna happen. Now, when I re-entered the dating pool, I decided I had dated guys my own age. I've been married 17 years. I wanted to try a little something different. When men do it, it's called normal, and when women do it, we're called cougars. So I decided to check out the eye candy. And I saw a guy one night in the bar, and he was tall, dark, and yummy. And I decided, you know what, I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna try that. And my girlfriend said, oh, that. You can't date him. He's too young. I said, I'm not going to date him. Well, what are you going to do? I'm going to bang the hell out of that is what I'm going to do. So a few weeks went by, and she noticed that we were kind of being seen in public together, and she said, are you dating? I said, no. I could never date somebody 12 years younger than me. Couldn't do it. That's just wrong. I could have been his babysitter. That's not okay. And she said, well, are you guys friends with benefits? I said, I don't even really like him that much. So no, I'm not friends with benefits. And she said, well, what are you doing? I said, we're sport fucking. And let me tell you, we have petitioned the Olympic Committee to make it a new event, and I think that we could qualify for the finals. Now, I am from a little bitty town, about 1,200 people. And, little towns. And anybody that's ever grown up in a little town will tell you that there are only 3 main things for teenagers to do in little towns. Drink, screw, watch the grass grow. I still don't know how to start a lawnmower, so you can kind of probably guess where my interests were at with that. And they always blame the parents. The parents are bad. If they had stricter curfews, it would be better. And if they, would really cut down on the amount of free time they gave their kids, it would be better. The real culprit are the cheerleaders. Cheerleaders caused me to drink and screw my way through high school. And I'll tell you why. The first day of school, the senior cheerleaders got the entire freshman class together and said, it is your duty, your job, your mission for the next 4 years to have good school spirit. And they taught us the following fight song, You Be the Judge. We're the onesie desperados, we'd rather fuck than fight. Hey, we're the horny son of a bitches who do it every night. Oh, Heidi, Heidi, Christ almighty, who the hell are we? We're the drunken son of a bitches who go to Wabansi. Hey! So what exactly are we supposed to do but have good school spirit? So that's what we were doing. Now, a lot of parents really cracked down on their kids and, were grounding them and trying to keep them under wraps a little bit more, keep them from being quite so sleazy. Not my mom. No, my mom had a whole different way of dealing with my slight wildness. She came up to me and said, Laurie Ann, because I always call you that middle name whenever you've done something bad. Laurie Ann, I suspect you're being sexually active. Every sexually active young woman needs to use a douche, and I made this one for you. Go use it. Okay, I shouldn't have keyed in when she said I made this one for you. Vinegar and garlic. I'm not kidding, garlic. I had the only coochie in town that could both repel vampires and make you crave Italian food. 2 years went by, they were still calling me garlic bread. Hey, what's up, garlic bread? Now, you don't get to be 29 something like 11 times without having at least 1 or 2 awkward conversations in your life. And I want to share with you the most awkward conversation I had. I had been hanging out with the eye candy for 10 months. He had kind of grown on me like a mold or a fungus, and the L-bomb had been dropped. And I realized something was really missing. Something just wasn't there, and I peed on the stick and it turned blue, and then I realized what was missing. So I had to break it to him that he was going to be a daddy, and this is seriously, swear to God, exactly what the conversation went like. Okay, here's the deal. My son told me I was being a bitch, so I went to the doctor, and she changed my birth control pills, and you have really, really fast swimmers, and the stick turned blue. He looked me in the eye and said, I knew we probably should have had butt sex that night. True story. True story. How sad is that? So, I have wanted to do stand-up comedy for probably, I don't know, since I was a little bitty girl. And I decided that I was going to get out here and do this, and I want to thank all of you for being a part of it, because I have got to tell you, this is the most fun I have ever had with my clothes on. I hope you all have a great night. That's my time. Thank you.